Hi guys, Dr. Berg here. Let's talk about something that seems almost too good to be true. Boosting your leg strength in just 12 hours. Now, we're not talking about growing huge quads overnight, but we are talking about measurable strength improvements that come not just from muscle fibers, but from something even more powerful, your nervous system. When people think of increasing strength, they often imagine lifting heavy weights for weeks or months until their muscles grow larger. While that's true over time, what's often overlooked is how quickly strength can increase purely through neuromuscular activation. Sometimes within a single day. This form of strength doesn't rely on adding new muscle fibers, but instead on improving the connection between your nervous system and your existing muscles. Neuromuscular activation refers to how efficiently your brain communicates with your muscles. Muscles only contract when they receive electrical signals from the nervous system. If that communication is weak, the muscle won't contract with full force. But when the nervous system is activated, practiced, and refined, even without changing muscle size, you can produce significantly more strength. In the first few days or even hours of a strength training program, people often report feeling stronger before any real muscle growth has occurred. That's not placebo, it's the nervous system improving its ability to recruit more motor units. A motor unit is a single motor neuron and all the muscle fibers it controls. The more motor units your body can fire at once, the stronger your contractions will be. This is why experienced athletes and strength trainers often do warm-up sets, low-intensity isometrics, or explosive bodyweight movements before a main lift. These activities wake up the neuromuscular system and sharpen the brain-muscle connection. With more motor units firing in sync, the muscle produces more force instantly. You can tap into this principle even without a gym. Let's say you want stronger legs. Doing wall sits, isometric glute squeezes, or controlled bodyweight squats for just a few minutes can improve how effectively your brain activates your leg muscles. These movements don't rely on exhaustion or hypertrophy. Instead, they focus on precise, deliberate activation. In fact, studies have shown that imagining a muscle contraction, visualizing a movement without physically doing it, can even lead to measurable increases in strength. That's how powerful neuromuscular signaling is. Another reason neuromuscular activation is so effective is because it also improves coordination and stability. The body learns how to stabilize joints, align posture, and distribute force more efficiently. This reduces energy leaks and directs more power through the target muscle. For example, when your core and glutes are activated properly, your quads and hamstrings can generate more force during a squat. This also explains why beginners often see rapid improvements in strength within the first week or two of training. It's not new muscle growth, it's better muscle activation. In summary, you don't need to wait months to feel stronger. By focusing on neuromuscular activation, you can dramatically improve your strength in a short period of time, even within a single day. Wake up the nervous system, perform movements with control and intent, and the strength will follow, even before the muscle grows. Muscle contraction and blood flow are critical components of strength, endurance, and recovery. While exercise provides the physical stimulus, certain foods and electrolytes play a behind-the-scenes role that can dramatically influence how well your muscles perform and repair themselves. Consuming the right nutrients can actually enhance your muscular response almost instantly, improving contraction force, preventing cramping, and optimizing circulation. Let's begin with electrolytes, specifically potassium, magnesium, sodium, and calcium. These minerals are essential for generating and transmitting the electrical signals that allow muscles to contract and relax. Potassium, for example, helps regulate the balance of fluid inside and outside muscle cells. A deficiency can cause weakness, cramps, and slower muscle firing. Magnesium is equally important. It acts as a natural muscle relaxant and helps regulate ATP production, the energy currency used by muscle cells during contraction. Without enough magnesium, muscles can become tight, twitchy, or fatigued prematurely. Calcium, on the other hand, is directly involved in the contraction process. When your brain sends a signal to a muscle, calcium is released inside the muscle fiber to trigger the shortening of actin and myosin filaments, the two proteins responsible for muscle contraction. After the contraction, calcium is pulled back out so the muscle can relax. Any disruption in this calcium cycling can impair performance and delay recovery. Sodium, though often feared, is crucial in small amounts, particularly for active individuals. It maintains blood pressure, hydration, and nerve transmission. During sweating, sodium is lost more than any other electrolyte. Without proper sodium levels, the nervous system can't send strong signals to the muscles, leading to poor contractions and fatigue. In addition to electrolytes, certain whole foods contain compounds that increase nitric oxide production, which widens blood vessels and improves blood flow to muscles. Beets, spinach, arugula, and other nitrate-rich vegetables help deliver more oxygen and nutrients to working muscles. Better circulation also means quicker removal of waste products like lactic acid, reducing soreness and speeding up recovery. Another key food group is those high in natural creatine, such as grass-fed red meat and wild-caught fish. Creatine helps replenish ATP in muscles, increasing the amount of energy available for short bursts of intense effort. This can enhance muscle contraction strength and improve training output. Coconut water and avocados are examples of electrolyte-rich foods that provide both hydration and the minerals needed for proper muscle function. Meanwhile, bananas, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens offer potassium, magnesium, and carbohydrates to refuel glycogen stores and support ongoing performance. Finally, hydration cannot be overlooked. Even mild dehydration reduces blood volume, thickens the blood, and makes the heart work harder to circulate nutrients. This compromises both blood flow and muscle function. Drinking water with added electrolytes ensures optimal nutrient delivery and muscle responsiveness. In summary, muscle performance isn't just about exercise, it's deeply connected to nutrition. Specific foods and electrolytes act as fuel and facilitators, enhancing your body's ability to contract muscles powerfully, sustain activity, and recover quickly. By intentionally consuming these nutrients, you can optimize your muscle output and energy levels in a short period of time. Breathing and core bracing are often overlooked tools that can instantly improve leg strength and stability. Most people associate leg power with muscle mass or how much weight they can lift, but what they don't realize is that the quality of your breathing and the integrity of your core determine how effectively your legs can generate and transmit force. These two mechanisms work together to stabilize the spine, create internal pressure, and allow the lower body to function with maximum efficiency and safety. Let's start with breathing. When you take a deep breath, especially one that fills the diaphragm, not just the chest, you create what's called intra-abdominal pressure. This pressure acts like an internal weight belt. It stabilizes the spine and engages deep core muscles such as the transverse abdominis and pelvic floor. Without this internal support, your legs have to compensate for instability in the torso, which wastes energy and reduces power output. In simple terms, poor breathing means your legs are working against a wobbly foundation. Diaphragmatic breathing also influences the nervous system. When you breathe deeply and slowly through the nose, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair mode, which reduces tension and allows for smoother, more controlled muscle activation. Shallow or rapid breathing, often triggered by stress or fatigue, keeps the body in a sympathetic state. This raises cortisol, tightens muscles unnecessarily, and can interfere with coordinated movement. Now combine that controlled breathing with proper core bracing. Core bracing is the act of tightening the abdominal muscles, not by sucking in, but by actively pushing out and contracting them like you're preparing to take a punch. This creates a 360-degree cylinder of pressure around your spine. When done correctly, bracing locks the pelvis and torso into a stable unit, allowing your hips and legs to exert force more effectively during movements like squats, lunges, or sprints. Without proper bracing, you lose energy through the midsection. That energy leak means your legs can't deliver their full power to the ground. On the other hand, when the core is locked in place, every contraction of your glutes, quads, and hamstrings becomes more efficient and more explosive. You can literally feel an instant improvement in strength and control just by coordinating breath with core engagement. To practice this, take a deep breath through your nose into your belly, then lightly hold the breath while tightening the core. Imagine expanding your waist in all directions as you descend into a squat or lift your leg during a lunge. Keep the brace firm. Exhale as you rise or push off, and reset the breath before the next rep. This simple coordination of breath and brace can increase your strength output without any additional equipment or training. In summary, correct breathing and core bracing are fundamental techniques that immediately enhance leg power. They stabilize the spine, optimize force transfer, and allow for safer and more powerful movements. These techniques don't just prevent injury, they unlock strength you already have but may not be fully accessing. It's one of the fastest, most effective ways to improve performance without even adding resistance. Strength isn't only about building bigger muscles, it's about how efficiently your body uses the muscles you already have. This is where simple bodyweight movements come into play. They don't just improve muscular endurance or coordination, they enhance nervous system efficiency. which is often the key to unlocking real functional strength. When you perform bodyweight exercises with intention, focus, and control, you train your brain and muscles to work together more effectively. That neuromuscular connection is what truly defines strength. The nervous system is your body's control center. Every time you move, your brain sends electrical signals through nerves to activate muscle fibers. If that signal is weak, delayed, or disorganized, you lose strength. Even if the muscles are large or well-conditioned, simple, controlled bodyweight movements improve this communication pathway. They teach your nervous system how to recruit more motor units, nerve-muscle connections, and fire them in the right sequence with better timing and precision. One of the best examples is the isometric wall sit. At first glance, it may seem too easy or basic, but when performed with proper posture, the knees at 90 degrees, core engaged, shoulders relaxed, it forces your brain to fully recruit the quadriceps, glutes, and core to maintain the hold. Over time, your nervous system learns to activate more muscle fibers simultaneously, which leads to better strength output even without increasing muscle size. That's neural efficiency at work. Another key movement is the glute bridge. Many people have underactive glutes because they sit for hours each day. Glute bridges reestablish the neural pathway between the brain and the glutes. By performing this movement slowly and with focus, holding at the top for a few seconds, you reactivate the connection and train your body to use the glutes during squats, lunges, and walking. This reduces strain on the knees and lower back and allows the stronger, more powerful hip muscles to take over. Controlled bodyweight squats and step-ups are other examples. When done with a slow tempo, such as a 3-second descent and 1-second pause at the bottom, they build what's called time under tension. This doesn't just challenge your muscles, it trains your nervous system to maintain alignment, joint stability, and force generation across a full range of motion. Each repetition becomes a neurological rehearsal for more complex movements. The benefit of these exercises is that they can be performed anywhere without equipment. More importantly, they're safe and accessible for people of all ages. Seniors can benefit by improving balance and leg strength, while athletes can use them to fine-tune movement patterns. Over time, the nervous system adapts by becoming more efficient. This means fewer wasted movements, faster muscle recruitment, better coordination, and a dramatic improvement in how strong and stable you feel, often within days. It's not about making the exercises harder, it's about doing them better. With consistency and proper technique, these simple bodyweight movements unlock a powerful upgrade in your functional strength directly through the nervous system. Magnesium, potassium, and hydration are essential pillars of overnight muscular recovery. While protein often takes the spotlight when it comes to rebuilding muscle tissue, these three components play equally critical roles, especially when the body enters its natural repair phase during sleep. Without them, recovery slows down, inflammation persists, and the nervous system remains in a state of stress. Optimizing these nutrients creates the internal conditions needed for muscle repair, electrolyte balance, and deep, restorative sleep. Let's begin with magnesium. This mineral is involved in more than 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body, many of which are directly related to energy production, nerve transmission, and muscle function. Specifically for recovery, magnesium helps relax muscles after contraction. It reduces the buildup of lactic acid and prevents nighttime cramps, spasms, or tension in the legs. More importantly, magnesium activates GABA receptors, which calm the nervous system and promote deep sleep. During this slow-wave sleep, the body releases the highest levels of growth hormone, critical for muscle repair and cellular regeneration. Without adequate magnesium, sleep may become lighter or disrupted, which negatively impacts the entire recovery process. Next is potassium, another vital electrolyte that works in tandem with magnesium. Potassium is responsible for maintaining the correct balance of fluids inside and outside muscle cells. It also regulates nerve impulses that allow muscle fibers to contract efficiently. Low potassium levels can lead to weakness, muscle fatigue, and poor neuromuscular firing. Potassium is especially important overnight because muscles are still firing subtly during sleep as they repair and reset. A deficiency can lead to restless legs, cramping, or waking up feeling sore and sluggish. Both magnesium and potassium work best when there is proper hydration. Water acts as the transport medium for nutrients, oxygen, and waste removal. Dehydration thickens the blood, reduces circulation, and delays the delivery of nutrients to muscle tissue. Even mild dehydration can impair muscle recovery by reducing oxygen flow and increasing inflammation. Proper hydration helps flush out toxins produced during muscle breakdown, reduces joint stiffness, and allows electrolytes like potassium and magnesium to work more effectively within the cells. Sleep itself is a major window for muscle recovery, and these three elements, magnesium, potassium, and hydration, create the ideal environment for deep anabolic rest. Drinking a small glass of electrolyte-rich fluid before bed can help, especially if it contains natural sources like coconut water for potassium, a magnesium supplement or leafy greens during dinner, and mineral-rich sea salt to retain fluids in balance. Together, they support nerve relaxation, reduce cortisol, improve insulin sensitivity, and trigger growth hormone pulses throughout the night. In summary, while most people focus on protein or calories for muscle growth, the foundation for overnight recovery lies in mineral balance and hydration. Magnesium relaxes the muscles and nervous system, potassium ensures proper contraction and electrolyte flow, and hydration facilitates delivery and detoxification. These three components, when optimized, can dramatically enhance how your muscles rebuild, how you feel in the morning, and how fast you recover day to day. So what did we learn? Strength isn't just about lifting heavy weights. In fact, you can create a noticeable increase in leg power in just 12 hours by combining the right strategies. You wake up your nervous system with movement. You nourish your muscles with clean protein and electrolytes. You recover deeply with glycine, magnesium, and quality sleep. And you breathe and move with intention. By targeting both neurological and nutritional systems, you don't just feel stronger, you become stronger. This isn't hype, this is science-based activation and recovery. You don't need a gym, you need a plan. And that plan starts tonight. I'll see you in the next video.